In this episode of Mailtime, a personal portfolio website that is a little bit too empty for my taste, a design studio website that may be a little bit too creative, a travel agency website which is somebody's first project, and a website from somebody that almost completely copied my website and even my photography. So let's just get started. I'm back with another episode of Mailtime, the show where I give feedback on your web design project. If you also want to be in the episode, check out this page. It's in the description for every single episode of Mailtime with the instructions, the rules, and the email address you have to send this to. And in the last episode of Mailtime, people said that I should check out the mobile version as well. Actually, multiple comments said that. So I'm gonna try to include that into the episode. It depends on the website though. It's not that 70% of all websites come from mobile nowadays. Business websites tend to have more desktop views. But you guys are right, I should check out the mobile version as well. So with that out of the way, let's get started with the first person, which is Alexa. This is my website. Here's a link. Your videos taught me everything I know. Wow, that's cool. You even helped me to find a few jobs online. Wow, using the information I learned from your video. Thank you. How do you feel about my portfolio? I'm still working on it and I wanted to hear what you think. Okay, before I click on the link, I just want to say that you guys should add a little bit more information in your email. Just asking for my opinion is kind of hard for me. I want to know what you want feedback on. What do you think is good about your website and maybe what could have some improvements? Let's just click on it. Oh, okay. The website is under development. He has this pop-up. Can you close that? No. What is this? He does web development, web hosting, email deliverability, and video editing. Whoa, he does a lot. Let's get started. What's gonna happen? Oh, okay. I just clicked on that button because I just wanted to see what happened. But so here is my first feedback thing already. Maybe it's a better idea to link that to the next section because people want to explore. They don't get started by contacting you. Like that is the next step, you know. But we're just gonna scroll and check out his website. I think he has used pop-ins. Is it not? Yes, it's pop-ins, nice font. I use that very often, that font. Okay, these are just texts. Services I offer. Awards? Awards? An award by Google, what is this? Or is that just a course that he took? Okay, is that really an award? A certificate, an achievement. Okay, let's first check out some other pages. I see the portfolio over here, but I'm gonna scroll up and I'm gonna click in the menu over here. And there it is. There's one project right now. We're gonna click on this item because I want to see what he has. Oh, okay. He has the same kind of structure as my website, my personal portfolio, which is fine. I mean, that works. A screenshot, some results. Oh, which is actually a testimonial of the client. So that's pretty cool. Other projects. Okay, there's only one project here. So not too much to say. Services. And let's click on website development. What's your first name? Reno. There was a problem. Okay. I think your website is a little bit empty. I mean, what do I like about it? It's clean, the spacing is good, but in terms of content and in terms of portfolio items, it's a little bit empty. I love that you have a photo of yourself. I always recommend this on the channel, so that is really good, but you don't really explain the things you do and you don't really try to convince potential clients that you are the real deal. And that is the goal of your website, you know? It's not just, hey, here's what I do and you should know why I am good. No, you should use your website as a tool to convince your potential clients, right? So explain to them what you're gonna do. Like, what is this? I don't know what it is. I mean, this is clear and this is clear, but what is hosting? Like, what do you do for them? And also, like with your portfolio, there's only one item, and therefore it just feels it's just a little bit empty. And I'm also not really sure about the awards because I don't really think they are awards, but more like courses you followed. So maybe you should change the wording of that. Maybe these are awards. I don't know. So my main feedback for this website is try to convince your potential client more. Put in the content and don't assume that they already know why you are so good. because most clients are actually going to check out your website to get that last confirmation, right? They heard about you somewhere and now they want to check you out to see if you are actually the real deal. And then in terms of visual design, it is a little bit safe. You didn't use any colors apart from this light blue. Your logo is light blue, so maybe you should also use the color of your logo in a few different places. I mean, these are gradients, so maybe you can use that. Maybe, for example, these little details like this could easily be blue, or this button, for example. So I think that's enough feedback for this project. So we're gonna move on to Marlon, which is from Sandpoint, USA, and it's her studio website. Thank you for the compliments. She started doing some freelance design and eventually broke off. She has 2 problems. I tried to avoid web design altogether, but my clients were insisting that I do front-end development for them as they appreciate my branding skills. I reluctantly agreed and dove in. That being said, I'm still learning, okay? I have never had to market myself. Working within companies didn't require me to do so. I understand. I would love your advice on how to establish my web presence. Okay, so she actually wants feedback on her own marketing. I love doing a variety of work for all kinds of industries, so I find it hard to convey that on my website. Yeah, that's always hard. When you do a lot of services, it's always gonna be hard. We're just gonna click on this website. It's pixelfvg.com. Oh, okay. Whoa. We have 3D, we have a massive logo. And we're gonna scroll. Okay, lots of animations. Okay, we're gonna scroll. Let's talk. Okay, at least it's a little bit more colorful than the last website. Huh. Wow, that is massive. Oh! That's a hover animation. Wow, he starts flying. That's cool. It's I don't know if it's necessary, but it is cool. Okay, here is a little problem. Let me check my browser. Oh shit, I forgot to check the responsive one of the first one. Sorry, we're gonna check the responsive of this website. This button is of course not perfect because it's under the shape divider. There are 2 3D images overlapping our services. Wow, that is a lot of services. Transparent pricing. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, she has hourly rates on her website, but then still you have to calculate how many hours each project takes. So, but I don't know how clients perceive this. I don't see this that often. We're gonna scroll. Okay, those are a lot of clients actually. We're gonna just check out some work. Where is the work? Over here, our work. This website is not the fastest. I don't know if it's my internet or not. Okay, there we go. It seems a lot like graphic design, which is not my strongest point. These are just images, I think. Yes, okay. So let's just scroll to web design and UI. And there's nothing. Or is it not loading? Oh, it's not loading. This is a website that she has made. Okay. It's an... Okay, well, this doesn't say a lot. Oh, this is another... It's a game? Okay, so there's actually only one image for web design, which doesn't say a lot. It's a nice header though, but I think that you want to show a little bit more of the project, right? Maybe some bigger screenshots, some more pages, because this is very hard to look what the website actually looks like. We're gonna click on Contact Us. By the way, it's very colorful. It's maybe a little bit too much. Like, look at all the gradients that compete for attention. It's very modern, especially with these 3D things. I'm not really sure if I'm a big fan of it. Oh, also there's a mistake over here. Like, this form is also way too big. I just feel like everything is a little bit too big and a little bit too colorful. It's trying to be too creative. That is a choice, but I'm not so sure if it's professional enough. Like, look at how massive everything is. And your question to me was how to market yourself. And I think that it's kind of hard with this approach to market yourself because it's just a lot. Like, not only for the work, there are many screenshots of all kinds of different projects, but also the branding. Like, it is just a bomb of creativity. And if you want to build a real business, you have to be a little bit more focused, I believe, instead of trying to be everything to everybody. This feels more like a freelancer mindset instead of a business mindset, and it's not a freelancer website because it's not a personal website. it is a studio, as it says over here. But this is what a lot of people do. They act like they are a studio, but in their work and in their communication, they just feel like a freelancer. So yeah, and in terms of visual branding, like this header already has a gradient, and then maybe you want to just make the menu white and create a little bit of balance. We're now gonna check out the mobile version. I didn't forget it. Okay. Let's see. The mobile version looks similar. Okay, the menu is on the right. That's a smooth animation. I like that. We're gonna scroll. Let's see. A lot of spacing. Oh, now the background becomes... Is there a gradient? Yeah, yes there is. You see? We're moving from white to blue very slowly. That is nice. Ooh, why do you use a dot inside of a button? That doesn't look very good, and also the text inside of a button is just really big. Find out more about our brand packages. Maybe just add a text over here that says find out more about our, and then brand packages in the button, or our brand packages in the button. Yeah, well, and this is also, by the way, in terms of content, this shows that it's not very clear what they offer. I mean, it sounds cool, but the fact that they say this, like it kind of proves my point that they're not very focused. And also, like, look at this part where there's a lot of spacing left and right. Like, I don't know, at least 40 pixels, I think, or like 70, 60% of width. And then over here, like the titles are so big that it's close to the edges. So what you want to do on your mobile version is make the titles a bit smaller. So as we can see over here, this one is 57. And now we're gonna go back to desktop. Oh, on desktop it's even bigger, it's 95, okay. Well, I think on mobile everything is also a little bit too big. So my advice is to add padding, I mean, at least 10 pixels, but I think 20 pixels or just 90% of width to the whole website. And maybe make the titles a little bit smaller like this on mobile. I mean, this looks kind of good. Okay, I think I've said enough on this website. Let's go to the next one. Hello Reno, I am Mustafa from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I've watched a lot of your videos to understand how Elementor works. I recently got into web design and got my hands on a project to practice the skills that I've learned. It's a small tourism business and belongs to my brother. People always ask, like, where do I start? Start within your family. That's how I also started. I made a website for my aunt. I mean, you don't have to start working for a big company. They wanted something within the corporate standard and minimalism. Okay, so it needs to feel corporate and minimalistic. It's an informational website, but they also want to receive tour bookings. The images are placeholders. I wanted this to be elegant and a one-page solutions, so people don't have to leave to access the information. He believes that he has done a very decent job as a newbie, but I wanted to find out mistake. What do you think about the layout, design, consistency based on your feedback? I'll update it. Okay. We're gonna click on it. It's tourusdubai.com. Okay. Ooh, I like this actually. The sun. I like that. Okay. We see a few colors. We see gray, we see black, we see white, and we see gold. There are hover animations here. There are hovers over here. First glance is nice. We see two fonts, one over here and one basic font. Wow. Whoa. I love these styles. They're really, really clean. I also love that. Ooh, this is really good. I like it. I like it. Book now. It's good. This is nice. Oh, there's also a scroll animation, as you can see. So when you scroll, you know how far you are on the page. Okay, there are some images over here. Oh, I like this. We can click on it to see the bigger versions. Okay, that took a while to load, so I have a feeling that these images are huge. Oh, they're not so huge. Okay, maybe my internet is a little bit too slow, but the dimensions are pretty big for a website. They are 2400 pixels in height, 1920 in width. These images could be 2 or 3 times smaller in terms of resolution, and you could also add a little bit more compression on it. Okay, so they're not super massive, but they don't have to be that big in terms of pixel size. How we operate, ooh, I love this, that the lines, you see that border? It's it goes through the icon. That's really nice. Now we're starting to see another style. It looks good though, but if I have to say something here, I mean, this is really good. But we're now already in the fifth background style. I mean, we first start with an image, which goes then to a gradient, and then it starts with an image again. Then this overhangs, and there is a shadow, which is fine. There's no shadow over here. It's also fine, but now there's a massive shadow over here, and then we get these styles, which is another style. Okay, the FAQ may be, you can maybe make that a little bit more narrow in terms of width, because this is very wide, and that doesn't make it very nice to read when there's a lot of text in it. So when you have a FAQ section like this, you always want to make it narrow. So just pick up the width from this widget and just put it on, I don't know, 600 pixels or something, or 50% of the width. And that will be a lot better. So yeah, I don't really have to say that much about this website. The only thing is that there may be a little bit too much styles, but even that, it's not that bad. So what I would decide, like, you don't really have a shadow to introduce a new section. So the only thing that actually bothering me, I think, is this shadow over here, because that's the only shadow between the sections. Like here you have used a nice soft gradient, like just color to color. Use the shadows consistently, and it's fine to have two styles for your boxes, but don't have too much. Are these three more important than these three? If that's not the case, then this decision is just to make it look nice, but in terms of the experience for the user, now it seems like these three are more important. So you may want to experiment a little bit with the styling here as well. Also, what is up with the padding over here? 120. Okay, I would also use 120 over here to make it a little bit more consistent. Do we see some other mistakes? It's the same over here. Keep that consistent. This is middle aligned, but I think that would look a little bit better if that would be left aligned, because this whole section is left aligned. And you've used border radius over here, just a few pixels. Do we also see that over here? Oh, wait. In terms of content, this is the same as this one. City tours, desert safari, as you can see. So maybe, okay. Okay, Arabian Delight. What we offer. Is this not the same? Maybe you can just use this style structure for this. If that is the same, then just make 2 rows of this, because this looks very nice. I haven't even looked at the other pages. We're gonna click on pricing to see. Okay, here he has used the width option for the widgets to make the content a little bit more narrow, which is nice. There's also a guide over here. It's the same. It's narrow. It's nice. Image in the background. I mean, yes, for your first website, it's actually amazing. Let's just be very clear about that. We're now going to check out the mobile version. I'm going to click on inspect and click on the mobile view. Wow. Okay, the hamburger icon is a little bit too big for the luxuriousness of this website. Yeah, that's too massive. But this is nice. This is good. Okay, padding issue over here. Like this is way smaller. This is 20 and this is 50. You want to balance that a little bit more. Ooh, okay. Here's also a mistake. Well, yeah, I think that is a mistake. Over here you have used, let's see, like 20 pixels of spacing. Like make that consistent throughout the website. So also use that over here and over here, so that it just feels more consistent. Also over here, to delete that and make sure that it's all within one line. And here you can see that he has used left padding or left align over here. So why not also do that on desktop as well? Hey, what's going on here? Oh, the images, but they just don't load. Yeah, especially on mobile, this section looks a little bit weird. Because you don't see the grid. So that's why I think you should change that a little bit. Also, this box has a little bit of margin left and right. And over here, the box doesn't have that. You see? So those are small consistency things that you can easily improve to make the website better. That's it for this website. Awesome job at your first project. Like, really awesome. I was not this good when I first started doing web design. Okay. Next one. The next one is Eric. Hey Reno, I'm sending you my website. We are offered to build WordPress websites for small companies with a price under the average of the web design branch. Can you give me some feedback to the overall design, colors, logo, animations, everything? 22 years old, from Freiburg in Germany, near the Black Forest, and currently studying business informations. All right, meet Freund liegen grüßen. That sounds very similar to Dutch. In Dutch we say met vriendelijke groeten. Okay, I'm gonna click on the website and let's see. Okay, that looks familiar, don't you think? Oh wow, this is intense. Before I'm gonna scroll, I'm just gonna open another website, and I just want you to take this in and see if you see any similarities. Okay, we're gonna scroll. Okay. Okay, this is a different section. I don't have that on my website. As you can see, this is my website, and then it scrolls to this, and then the clients. So this is a section that I don't have, and the footer is exactly the same. Okay, intense. We're gonna just scroll to portfolio, and let's see what he has over here. Okay. Well, he probably just has watched my my tutorial on how to create a portfolio, which is exactly the same as my website, which is fine. I mean, I make tutorials on how to build a website, and then people use that and make their own website. But I always say, like, at least change up the colors and the fonts a little bit. Has he used the same fonts? Let's see. Pop-ins, yes, the same font as well. That's just too much. I mean, let's look at my portfolio. I try to inspire you guys, I'm not trying to teach you how to oh, I've used Montserrat over here. Oh, that's not the same. Okay, the font is different, but the color is kind of the same. What I wanted to say is that I'm trying to teach you guys to come up with your own designs. Let's see if his actual portfolio items are different. Oh, he links straight to the website. Can we not go to the actual item? No, he doesn't have pages beneath it. Let's see let's go to the about page. Wait. This is kind of Wait, oh my god. Okay, this is too intense. He has the exact same photo as me. Look at this, about. How is that possible? I'm sitting by the water with these plants, and he has the exact same photo. Has he copied my photos as well? Okay, this photo is different. Yeah, well, he definitely didn't put in a lot of effort to change the design. And I think when I'm gonna give feedback on this design, that it will be exactly like my design. So for example, I would put a little bit more padding over here, but that's exactly what I have. And yeah, okay, let's just scroll up and go to the contact page. Let's see if that, ooh, that is intense. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, okay. Let's take a look at my contact page. Look at that photo. Look at that photo. What am I doing? I'm looking in the distance. Okay. Well, guys, listen. It's okay if you follow my tutorials and you actually build the thing that I build. But if it's for your personal website, then try to be a little bit more creative. And these photos of my website were not even taken for this website. I just had these photos on my computer somewhere because I thought it was funny that it says looking for a new website and that I am looking, you know. But and this photo was just from me and a friend. We were chilling near a lake, and he took a photo of me, and I used it on my story because I felt that it fitted over here. But it's just too much if you actually copy that. Okay, so I want to advise you to do two things. It's fine. I'm totally okay with it. I'm actually flattered. But at least change up the colors a little bit, all right? And make it a little bit more you. And that's the same advice for your logo, which is an icon of a computer. Like, that proves to me that you don't really put in a lot of effort to make something unique, right? Because this is, I don't know if you've designed it yourself, but you can easily get an icon like that of any icon website. But let's just talk about some actual improvements that you can do. For example, oh, he has a parallax effect. That is nice. I don't have that on my website. You see, these images scroll separately from the normal scroll. But for example, this space over here is a little bit too narrow. You want to extend that a little bit. Also over here, just use short words. Like you have 2 sentences over here, 1, 3, 1. Like make it so that it's all 2 or all 1, so it doesn't feel too messy. Also, these icons are massive. With icons, you always want to watch out a little bit and make them smaller. I want to show my website, but I don't want you to actually copy my website even more. Just try to make something a little bit different, all right? But awesome work, by the way. I mean, the dedication that you took to recreate all of this, that is worth a compliment, but it's not really what I want you guys to do. Let's look at the mobile version. We're gonna click on inspect, and I'm gonna click on the mobile version, and oh, he has put it in a 2 grid. What have I done on my website? Let's see. Oh, okay, I've done the same thing, but yeah, the spacing here, it feels a little bit more clean than this because there's so much text and the icons are so massive. And let's see, he has used, I don't know, I think 10 pixels of padding on the left and on the right over here, but then that padding is not extended to that 4-column grid with the icons, which is a little bit awkward. We're gonna scroll. Okay, here he has used, this is aligned to that. We're gonna scroll. Yeah, you also want to use a little bit more padding over here. Like, look at how narrow that is. And yeah, this is a section that is different. So I want to advise you to use this part of your website and build off of that, okay? And make it a little bit more unique. Oh, and also here in your footer, there's no padding over here. So make that a little bit more consistent as well. So what can I say? And it's not the first time that I've seen this, guys, that people actually copy the exact thing that I'm doing. And when the container comes out, I'm gonna make a tutorial on this website, which is a photography website. And I'm gonna show you exactly how you can build this in XD and in Elementor. But then again, like, change it up a little bit. Like, don't make the same mistake and try to be creative. I mean, this is your passion, right? If you have a passion for web design, you want to explore the options. Exploring is fun. Go look at other websites. Don't just exactly do what I do. Go look at other websites and get inspired. Make sure to use different websites as your inspiration before you actually do something. Like, that is part of the design process, to not just see something and rebuild it. Use different kind of websites and use my tutorials as well, and then make a new combination and create something new. I mean, no design is 100% original because we all use inspiration from everywhere, and that's totally fine, but this is a step too far. So I'm gonna ask you guys again for the next episode, let me know what you want feedback on. What do you think is already good in your project, and what do you want feedback on? Be specific so that I can make these episodes more interesting. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, let me know. And then I hopefully will see you in another video on Living with Pixels.